Hello everyone, I'm Sarah and I'm a victim. Today I want to talk about something that's very dear to my heart. And this is, why do DUI killers walk free? Why do they? Why isn't a drunk driver who killed someone immediately put into jail, arrested and put in jail? This is one of the most frustrating and painful realities for me and other victims, was discovering that the man who killed my Kenley was free for 10 months before his arrest and was then released on bail twice. Disappearing both times. The first time 6 months, the second time 3 months. Total of what? He was free to do whatever he wanted to do, even kill again. The excuse was, each time, that the probation officer had too many cases. I guess, and the truthful thing is that the DUI were deemed less important than others. Wait, he killed somebody with a car, with a weapon, and he's allowed to drive? Now his license taken away from him? I mean, that's like giving a gun back to somebody that had just shot somebody and killed them. Don't you think? Many people assume that when someone drives under the influence and takes a life, they are instantly arrested and jailed and have their license revoked. Some states like Texas and Michigan never revoke their license, no matter how many people they kill. Unfortunately, the legal system doesn't operate that way. And here's why. As I have mentioned several times, the criminal retains all their rights. Victims receive none unless we advocate for them. Now, in 2025, it will be harder to do so, which is obvious when it comes to our political atmosphere. As I have mentioned several times, the criminal retains all the rights. Victims receive none unless we advocate for them. I can't say that enough. Now, here are some excuses why. Stephanie, a beautiful girl, is no longer with us. Now, Stephanie is the daughter of Debbie, my advocate, whom I discussed in a previous video. Now, even when a case appears open and shut like my Kenley, the accused has constitutional rights that permit them to remain free while the investigation and prosecution are underway. Fortunately, during the 19 months, Dennis was free, the man who killed my child, Kenley, and still driving. He did not kill anyone else. Ironically, he was nearly set free because he only killed one person, my son. Now, how ridiculous is that? However, this is not the case in many situations, such as Stephanie. A beautiful 19-year-old woman became the second victim killed because her murderer was not in prison after DUI that resulted in the death 7 months prior, before he killed Stephanie. Now, like I said, you can hear her mother's story on a previous video. But Mom, I love him. Prosecutors need to build a strong case through toxicology reports, reconstructing the crash, and gathering witness statements, which can take months or even years. Following this, the defense attorney may identify loopholes due to the lengthy process of obtaining results, aiming to exonerate the defendant. Oh, the poor defendant. Now, this is a case in both situations, in Stephanie's and mine, where there was no chance it could be somebody else. There was no chance it could have been somebody else. In my case, the reality is why he wasn't arrested that night was that he was too drunk to take the breathalyzer test. However, according to the legal system, he wasn't considered drunk because he didn't take the test. Really? This is reality. This is not what you see on TV. This is reality. This isn't just a system failure. It's a betrayal of justice. My son was just starting out on his career as a doctor. And look how he's being treated. Look how he's being treated by the system. The moment someone chooses to drive drunk and takes a life, they should lose their freedom. Freedom. Their right to drive. In Texas, no. He'll keep his license forever, even after he gets out. And the ability to live as if nothing has happened. He celebrated Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's for 2 years. While I sat alone here crying because I lost my child. It is unfair. This man killed my son. There's no doubt about it. Oh, but wait. The loopholes will come. Just because they could not arrest him that night. Now, if the law worked as it should, Stephanie and many others would still be here today. The man who killed her had already killed somebody 7 months prior. And again, he wasn't arrested. He was allowed to drive. He even went on a skiing trip after he killed Stephanie, by the way. After he killed 2 people. He was still free. And he was going on skiing trips. Oh, yes. Stephanie is dead. Now he's out. He got an engineering degree in college. We understand. According to whatever program he's on, he is supposed to go back to the mother, Debbie. What? Why would she want to even see him? Oh, yes, I know, forgive. No. I don't want to see the guy that killed my child. But I will, at the parole board. When it comes to fighting to get justice for our loved one, we have to make a decision. Number 1, to understand our rights and be the squeaky wheel. 2, to decide if we can get through this, if we have the stamina, the money, the help to get through this, that is your decision. It's not for everyone. And one of the most important things is this. Your loved one is gone. Nothing's going to bring that person back. And when it comes to the justice system, you're never going to get the justice that you really want. Due to our legal system. If you have a family, children, husband, whatever, you might want to think that maybe putting all your effort on them might be better than fighting for justice. That is your decision to make, not mine. Thank you. I hope the information that I've given you will help you make the right decisions. For me, at a different time, I fought. But I am alone and financially stable enough that I could fight. I wish you all the best, and I hope that in some ways I have helped you make a decision. Thank you.